They're loud, they're poorly insulated, and those bare metal walls definitely don't feel like a camper. In this video, I'm going to show you the complete wall system I used to fix all of that. We'll start with installing sound deadening to cut down on road noise and vibration. Then we'll add insulation to help regulate temperature inside the van. And finally, I'll show you how I fabricated and installed these wall panels to turn bare metal cargo walls into a clean, finished interior. So by the end of this video, you'll see the entire process, from bare metal van walls to something that's quieter, insulated, and completely finished. I started by adding Silas 80mm butyl rubber sound deadening to the van's metal surfaces. Here's how it works. When you drive, your van's metal panels vibrate like giant drum skins, creating road noise. Silas is a dense butyl rubber sheet with an adhesive backing. When you stick it directly onto the metal, it absorbs those vibrations. Instead of panels rattling and resonating, the energy is dampened, meaning your van gets noticeably quieter inside. To install, simply cut the material to size with a pair of heavy-duty scissors, peel and stick. You don't need to cover every square inch, just about 25 to 50% of each metal panel. The result? A huge reduction in road noise, less rattling, and a more solid feel while you're driving. Once the sound deadening is in, the next step is insulation. This is where things can get overwhelming because there are a lot of options. I went with 3M Thinsulate, and here's why it's one of the top choices for van life insulation. It's lightweight and hydrophobic, meaning it won't absorb moisture, no mold or mildew issues. It has a solid R value for its thickness, giving you both thermal insulation and additional sound absorption. It's easy to work with and installs quickly. You can cut it with scissors and it conforms to the curves and cavities in your van. You can purchase Thinsulate in 5-foot wide rolls sold by the linear foot. I use 45 linear feet for my 159-inch wheelbase Ram Promaster. You may want to order a little extra, as you will find plenty of cavities that will take extra leftover cuttings. Installing Thinsulate insulation is straightforward. First, measure and cut a piece of Thinsulate to fit the space. Spray a light coat of 3M 90 spray adhesive onto the metal surface and onto the back of the insulation. Press the Thinsulate into place, working it into cavities, curves, and tight areas. So that's how I soundproofed and insulated my van using Silas 80mm rubber for sound deadening and 3M Thinsulate for insulation. Now that we've covered how to add sound deadening and insulation, let's move on to how I fabricated the wall panels. I used a pretty simple but durable combination of materials. 1/4-inch plywood, light but strong enough for van panels. Landau foam provides additional soundproofing and insulation, and the cushioning adds a soft feel. And Marathon tweed fabric, tough, durable, and designed for high wear applications. For adhesive, I use DAP contact adhesive. It works great for bonding foam, fabric, and wood. I also used a compressed air sprayer. to get an even professional application. And of course, you'll want basic tools like a circular saw, a jigsaw, a hole cutting kit, utility knife, fabric shears, a good measuring tape, and self-tapping metal screws and hardware. An electric stapler with 1/4-inch staples will also be needed, and a drop cloth and plastic sheets are necessary to keep your work area clean. Before cutting anything, you've got to take measurements. I like to make a template out of cardboard first. Cut it roughly to size, then trim until it fits tight against the van's curves. Once you're happy with the fit, trace that onto your plywood. This saves you a lot of wasted material. With your template traced, cut the panels out of the 1/4-inch plywood. A jigsaw works best for curved edges, and a circular saw can handle the straight cuts. Take your time here. It's better to cut a little oversized and sand down than to cut it too small. Use a hole saw to cut openings for lights and a utility knife or jigsaw to cut openings for switches. Next, it's time to upholster the panels. Spray a coat of DAP contact adhesive onto the plywood and onto the Landau foam, then let it tack up for a minute. Carefully lay the foam on the plywood and smooth it out. Repeat the same process with the fabric. Adhesive on the foam, adhesive on the fabric, and let it tack up for a minute. Stretch the fabric over the foam and wrap it around the edges for a clean look. Carefully cut out any openings you made in the plywood for lights and switches. The Landau foam makes the panels soft and gives the fabric a professional finish. Marathon tweed is awesome. It's durable, hides wear, and is really forgiving to work with. Once your panels are finished, test fit them in your van. Once they fit, you can secure them with self-tapping metal screws or bolts. You can even install panels with double-sided foam adhesive or industrial Velcro if you want them to be removable. For a finishing touch, cover any screw heads with color-matching plastic screw head covers. And that's how you fabricate wall and ceiling panels for your van. It's a little bit of work, but the payoff is huge. You get a clean, custom look that makes your van feel finished and comfortable. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more build tutorials, and let me know in the comments what material or finish you'd use for your panels. Thanks for watching and safe travels. If you would like to learn more about van conversions, check out my videos on electrical systems, including installing solar-powered DC to DC chargers, shore power, and choosing the right wire size. If you would like to know how much we spent on our van, check out my video on how much our 2023 Ram Promaster cost to build. Also, check out the links in the description below for more information on any of the products mentioned in this video. And if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below.